This is not the first power station I'm reviewing, but it is probably one of the most useful ones I've had so far. Let me explain. First of all, this is very, very portable. It weighs only 5.9 kilos, which is significantly less than all my power stations that I normally use alongside of batteries in my camper van. It also provides up to 600 watts of power with 1200 watts of peak power. Now, I tested this up to about 700 watts, and that seems to be the cutoff point, which kind of makes sense because that protects the batteries from overloading and potentially exploding in your face. Speaking of batteries inside, because that's the important part here, this is a LiFePO4 battery, not to be confused with the old type of lithium batteries. What it means is that not only it's much lighter, but it's also fire resistant. Well, maybe not fire resistant, but it's one of those batteries that will not catch on fire. So if you've seen all these electric cars burning up, or electric skateboards, this is not gonna happen here. Mind you, the old type batteries are still being used in the drones, like the Avara, pretty much any other drone, your phones, your cameras. This is slightly newer technology. What these new batteries also do is they extend the life of the battery pack. This is rated at about 3,500 cycles, which I don't know about your use, but that would mean probably like 5 or 6 years before the battery capacity is gonna deteriorate, and from what manufacturer is saying, it will only deteriorate to about 80% after those 3,500 cycles. Now, there's zero chance of me ever testing that, because that'll be a very long-winded video. But I've been using this for about a month. There's definitely not battery deterioration whatsoever, and I've been using this pretty heavily to recharge my cameras, my drones, my electric skateboards, and so far it's been doing great. Full disclosure, I've been sent this by AllPowers for testing. And like with every review I do on this channel, I'm free to say whatever I want. They don't see the draft before I publish this. And there are a few things that are maybe less than perfect. And like with any product that I put on this channel, I dig deep into Reddit and Amazon and all the other reviews just to see if I'm not missing a trick somewhere. And I know some people mentioned that when I hooked up their kettle, which on adverts this says it can boil water, it kind of overloaded. So you have to be realistic about what you're cooking in. There are kettles that are rated at about 500-600 watts, and that will take forever to boil. Just so you know that there's a bit of a marketing spiel to this. I probably wouldn't use this to power up any power-hungry devices. There are better power banks, both from these guys and other manufacturers, that will suit those needs a bit better. Speaking of power, this has a built-in pure sine inverter, which means it's not going to screw up any of your electric devices or your batteries. Now be careful with the cheap inverters, because they will screw up your batteries beyond repair. In terms of the outputs, this has two USB-C that are rated at 100 watts, two USB-A's, a standard 12-volt car plug, and two AC outputs. Now, these are UK plugs. Obviously, if you're getting one of them in the US, you're going to get US plugs. The same with Europe, you're going to get European 2-pin plugs. On the side of the power station, you get two charging ports. One for the AC power, which will recharge the power station from 0 to 100 in just an hour, and the other one is for the solar. Now, the recharge rate with the solar depends on the solar panel itself, but also on the sun. So here's me trying to recharge this in Scotland at the end of November. Taking into account that we're in Scotland, it's the end of November, and the sun, this is middle of the day. That's where the sun is. It's not exactly a solar-friendly country, but it's doing its thing. It's charging the Neo, and the batteries are charging faster than discharging. It's not bad. I'm pretty sure that if this panel would be facing proper sun and we would have it in zenith, then we could squeeze way more out of it than we're squeezing it right now. With the sun being so super low, I was only pulling 30 watts, but to be fair, even my 400 watt solar panel on top of my van wasn't really pulling much more than this, because sadly where I am right now, especially at this time of the year, solar isn't really our best way to capture energy. Speaking of recharging, this unit can be used as a UPS, which is uninterrupted power supply. So you can charge this brick and charge devices simultaneously, which is your pass-through charging. But also you can hook up your essentials, like your server, to this unit, so in case of your main power supply being disrupted, your devices will stay powered on. One thing I really need to mention is that when you're getting close to those 600 watts, this gets really loud. You can get this power station with a solar panel, you get a choice between 100 watts, which is this guy, or 200. Now, 200 is pretty big to carry around. All your essential cables in this pouch here. These things here are your legs, so you can actually angle this into the sun without trying to prop it up with anything else, which I kind of didn't know in the video I showed you, so I propped it up with a backpack. First time user error. Now, this is definitely not your all-weekend kind of power station. But if you need something that will power up all your devices for a day, or if you're going out on a photo shoot or you're flying your drones and you need something to recharge everything on the go, this is actually really useful. With the added benefit of wireless charging on the very top of this unit, I've only managed to pull 9 watts with my iPhone 16 Pro. It says up to 15. It might be down to the fact that all iPhones have this rocking problem and they never lie flat, so that might be a reason why you're not getting a full charge. One more thing to mention is I have no idea why so many power stations have a light on the back of them. It's like, what's the point? This one's got a light just right here. Can everyone else please pay attention? Put those lights on the front of the unit so you can use them whilst plugging stuff in. That's all from me. If you have any questions about this power station or any power station or anything else at all, drop them in the comments below. And a shameless plug, there's an affiliate link just below this video so I can get a tiny little bit of commission if you decide to buy one of these power stations or anything else of Amazon or of the list that I've got below.